2020 has been a really long year for movie freaks. With the ongoing pandemic around the world, many shows were not released this year. Well, buckle up, because come 2021, Amazon Prime Video has a lot of mind-blowing movies and series in store for you. Today, we are going to talk about the best shows coming to your screen in 2021. So, if you've been wondering what to watch next year, this is the right video to boost your anticipation, and you don't want to miss this. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter this giveaway. It's really that simple. First on our list is an alluring fantasy series of The Lord of the Rings. Yes, you heard that right. The movie trilogy Lord of the Rings, based on J.R.R. Tolkien's book, is set to be serialized, and it is going to be an Amazon original. Fantasy fans are excited to see a return of Lord of the Rings to their screen since its first release in 2001. And what is better than being able to binge it in seasons? Amazon has kept news of the Lord of the Rings series as quiet as it possibly can. Very short teasers have been dropped on what to expect from the Lord of the Rings series, but we can tell that its setting would be in a very much talked about Second Age in Middle-earth and the time of the forging of the rings. There may also be a focus on the life of the young king Aragorn. Rumor has it that the series will maintain some of its cast, like Gandalf the Grey. The first episode will premiere in 2021. It is a highly anticipated fantasy series. Be sure not to miss this. Next, if you've been waiting all year for the release date of the next season of Neil Gaiman's adaptation American Gods, your wait is over. The third season is almost here, and it has been announced that its first episode will air in January of 2021. In this new season, Shadow Moon is heading for Lakeside, Wisconsin, where he disguises himself as Michael Angel. He lives as an independent man seeking to find his path, although with some guidance from the Yoruba gods Orishas. In the teaser trailer, we heard Shadow telling Mr. Wednesday that he would not be doing his biddings anymore, but soon enough, he will discover that one cannot easily reject being a god. Although fans are upset that some cast members will no longer appear on screen, the show is still going to be a huge hit. Next, if you like movies centered around legends and history, grab your popcorn, because you will love Regina King's directorial debut, One Night in Miami. This Amazon Prime Video original is set to air on January 15th, 2021. The movie, set in the 1960s, recounts the civil rights movement of political icon Malcolm X and the struggle for black recognition. It is a fictional account of the evening of February 25th, 1964, with legendary black figures Malcolm X, Cassius Clay Jr., later known as Muhammad Ali, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown. They came together after Cassius Clay was announced as the world heavyweight boxing champion to share and discuss their opinions about the world and the role the black community can play in it. One Night in Miami debuted at a film festival back in September, and it got a lot of reviews and anticipation. Although the trailer doesn't give much away, you can still tell that it is going to be a fire movie, and the huge suspense in its trailer makes the anticipation more exciting. Next, we have from the studio behind Netflix series Big Mouth, Amazon Prime presents to you its own original adult animation comedy, Fairfax. This two-season series centers around the life of four middle school best friends who are on a search for influence and clout in fictional Los Angeles titular Fairfax Avenue, the center of the hyperbeast culture. The show has been described as a love letter to kids today, the generation that will save the world from global warming. Fairfax is a smart, weird, and funny show that takes us through the present way of life of teenagers who struggle to be the coolest and try to stand out but still fit into the current trends. The show is set to premiere in 2021. Its relationship with other adult animations like Big Mouth and BoJack Horseman assures us how good a show it will be. We can't obviously forget that Amazon Prime Video for Kids is also giving us a superhero show for the entire family in 2021. The first season of the new Invincible series is based on a comic book character. From the creator of The Walking Dead, the series centers around the life of one normal teenager, Mark Grayson, whose father, Omni-Man, was the most powerful superhero on the planet. He was once normal because he didn't have any powers. But when he turned 17, he began to develop his superhero powers. He could fly, he got super strong, and was nearly indestructible. This show will take you on a ride through the life of a young hero who is on a long journey to self-discovery. Some of the cast are members of Kirkman's Walking Dead, like Steven Yeun, voice actor for Invincible himself, and Lauren Cohen. Don't miss out on this amazing series coming to your screens in 2021. Next is that if you have been following Tom Clancy's stories and video games, you would certainly be a fan of Amazon Prime Video Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, created by Carlton Cuse and Graham Rowland. With 2 seasons already showing on the screen, Amazon has renewed the series for a 3rd season that should air in 2021, and the plot is just going to keep you glued to your screens. We expect to see John Krasinski as the titular character once again, alongside Wendell Pierce as James Greer. The show still maintains most of its characters from the previous season. Filming has begun amidst the coronavirus, and it's said to be taking place in Rome's capital, Italy, where the season is likely to be set. Not a lot has been released on what to expect, but we can see Ryan slowly withdrawing from his job as a CIA officer and going after Chapin, with whom he has unfinished business. Hang on tight. Soon, we will get the juicy details from the series trailer. Next, we have the fact that the Russo brothers are teaming with Amazon Prime Video to bring another blockbuster to our screens, starring famous Quantico actress Priyanka Chopra and Game of Thrones star Richard Madden to lead in their new global series Citadel. In 2018, Amazon announced an untitled series from the Russo brothers. We now know the title as well as its release date, that will be 2021. Everyone knows the Russo brothers create magic on our screens. Now, I need you to fuse that with a writing team of writers from Mission Impossible. Citadel is going to be an action-packed franchise that will center around the world of spies and espionage. The show is anchored to be in the US, but its inclusion, diversity, and other local productions will allow it to be set in other places like India, Italy, and Mexico. Not so much has been dropped on the movie, but it is certainly going to be a thrilling action movie. Amazon Prime has given its go-ahead to a new original series, Paper Girls, based on a comic book series written by Brian K. Vaughan. The series, set in 1988, shows us how 4 12-year-old girls got caught in a conflict between time travelers on a morning after Halloween while delivering papers. Although not willing, getting caught in the time travel conflict forced them on an adventure through a time that will save the world. They pass through their past, present, and future selves, and they are faced with the task of accepting or rejecting the fate the future holds for them. Some critics have said that Amazon's Paper Girls is somewhat similar to Netflix Stranger Things and may even be a spin-off. That isn't true, as the original Paper Girls comic was written before Netflix Stranger Things. The show will air on Amazon Prime Video in 2021. Amazon is excited to announce its collaboration with Legendary Television and Brad Pitt's Plan B. Grab your popcorn, everyone. Amazon Prime Video is dropping a classic in March 2021. Everyone who has seen Coming to America is very much excited to see its anticipated sequel, Coming to America. Eddie Murphy maintains his role as Prince Akeem in this sequel. Amidst his preparations to become King of Zamunda, he discovers he has a son. He returns to America to find his long-lost son Lavelle, so he could introduce him to his actual life in royalty and groom him as a prince. The movie is certainly going to have its usual comedy and plenty of mix-up and misunderstandings that give it the right drama vibe. This isn't going to end without a sprinkle of horror. Amazon Prime has announced its upcoming horror event series, Them Covenant. Amazon is partnered with Little Marvin and his production company for 2 seasons of this series. The series setting is 1955, and it centers around the life of a couple who moved their family from North Carolina to an all-white Los Angeles neighborhood. Their new home was turned into a battlefront, and it was threatened by evil forces, both physically and spiritually, who came to taunt, ravage, and destroy them. Amazon's platform is the best place to showcase Little Marvin's seemingly endless talent. The show will air in 2021, and it has got thriller and horror movie fans on their toes with anticipation. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you stick around to see the other amazing videos we have on the channel.